guys, this is Emma the Vlog Lady, and today I'm going to be reacting and reviewing a new Twin Peaks fan film. It's called Laura Palmer, a Twin Peaks fan film, and it was made by Charly, Gautier and Coline. And in this particular fan film, one actor is playing 14 different characters, which is incredible. I've seen some of the stills from the movie presented on Twitter and they look amazing, so I can't wait to dive in. That's what I get. That's cool. Wow, I'm really impressed by that. I think this was filmed in France. Very Twin Peaks-esque. I love that softer approach that Donna has. Wow, that is a really good take on Laura as well. I love that Charly has this coquettish behaviour when she's doing Audrey. It's just very well done. Very astute. I'm like really, it must have taken ages to do this. It must have been really difficult. Yeah, I'm liking that this is a Twin Peaks fan film. It's not exactly Twin Peaks, but it's like Twin Peaks in an alternate universe. It's classic Audrey dancing.
Audrey, not my thing.
They've done such a good job with the makeup and the outfits as well. Incredibly authentic performance.
No. What? Laura never knew what was coming.
It actually makes this material feel new again. Oh wow, what a great set.
And
so much attention to detail. I love how it keeps going back to this black room where everyone is sort of highlighted and can tell their story undiluted.
She was that kind of girl.
It feels like a documentary style retelling. It's very sad and I'm just so impressed. This is so good. It must have taken so much effort to make this movie. Feels like they worked so hard. Laura's spirit is coming through so strong. I don't know how an actress could do this, reacting to themselves. It's just so interesting. The performance is so good. Performances, I should say. I'm gonna cry here. This is really affecting. What an awesome retelling of this story. Wow, I didn't even recognise this actress in some of these parts, I have to be honest. I thought it was someone else playing them. Wow. Very well done. I feel like applauding. Well done. Okay guys, I've just finished watching Laura Palmer, a Twin Peaks fan film. And first of all, I just want to say I think it was amazing. Well done to Charly and Coline. I don't know much about them and how they have the skill and talent to be able to make something like this. It's just, I think the standard is so incredibly professional. To begin with, the performance by Charly, as all of those characters, some of which I didn't even recognize her doing, was incredible. I felt like every character that Charly played, she brought a truthful essence to that identity, and even when the characters were in a setting that was somewhat different to David Lynch's Twin Peaks, or saying things that they didn't say in the movie Fire Walk With Me, or in Twin Peaks, I felt like the script that they created for these characters was really authentic and true to who they were. I felt like Laura's spirit really came through in that movie. It felt like such a modern retelling of the Laura Palmer story. The way that they staged it in this kind of documentary style with the teenage characters explaining what had happened to Laura, it did feel like a very modern kind of series, almost like something like 13 Reasons Why, something like that. Feels really relevant to today's society. The story also felt a little grittier, the supernatural aspects not prevalent, but a story of abuse being at the heart of the movie, and one girl's attempt to deal with what she was going through and how that manifested in her lifestyle. The settings looked incredible. It had a very Twin Peaksian flavour without being identical. It was so atmospheric. The mountains, the rivers, the snow scene, the fireworks scene, the scene in where the pool, that was amazing. Charly and Coline have such a great eye for setting up shots and positioning the camera so that we as a viewer are looking into what seems like a moving painting almost. I love that segment when we saw the wild side of Laura. I think it immediately followed Laura being in the church, which was beautiful and still and calm and white, and then suddenly we exploded into this landscape of fireworks and darkness, and it seemed like we were looking through a completely different lens at Laura's life. Some very intelligent choices in terms of the way that they told this story made it feel really new, and yet it didn't depart from what the real Twin Peaks or the real Fire Walk With Me is. I love the music score and everything, the way that there wasn't a beat or a chord out of place. Everything was so well executed, and this song that is played right the way through and the way that Laura repeats those lyrics, that is such a lovely chain to thread right the way through the film, and it felt so appropriate for the character to say that as well. I just feel like so much hard work must have gone into making this. It's so incredibly well done. Everything, the hair, the makeup, the transformations of Charly, the sets and the other people involved in the movie, I think they must have worked so hard. You can see that on the screen. You can see it in the cinematography and how everything's set up. It just looks amazing. I think some of my favourite moments are when Laura is in the pool. I found that very compelling. The way that she was standing at the pool's edge, it really drew me in. I felt like the character had a lot to say in that moment and that we were sensing it. I also like the iconic conversation with James that we all know from Fire Walk With Me when Laura's dialogue is intercut with scenes of her being raped by her father. I thought that was an incredibly powerful way to stage that scene, to show us, to really bring home the horror of it, to magnify that sense of suffering. Ultimately, I feel like this is an incredible gift for fans of Twin Peaks. I hope that everybody watches this because it is so worth seeing. It is very powerful, moving, touching. It's doing something in a way that I've never seen done before. I mean, I've seen a one-man show of Hamlet, which wasn't even a one-man show because at the end another guy jumped out, like went, surprise! It was two of us after all, but I have never seen anyone do 14 characters and do it so well. So congratulations to both Charly and Coline and everybody who was involved in making the film, because I think it's exceptional. I will leave a link to where you can see the movie down below. It is on the YouTube channel Laura Pamer Fan Film. Please go and watch it and leave them your comments and support because they deserve it. Thank you very much for watching my reaction and review today, and you can follow me on Twitter at @thevloglady, and that's all. Thank you, bye!